What's up, everybody? I'll hop on here and just chit chat a little bit before I finish packing. I am going to Bermuda in the morning. I've never been. I'm doing something with Board of Tourism, and there's like a celebrity golf tournament, and hopefully make some more connections and continue this amazing kind of run I'm on right now. But anyways, just always staying grateful for everything that's been coming my way. Let me go ahead and see if Mimi is around. Get her on the line. Nope, not yet. Let me see, where is she at? Let's see. How's everybody doing today? Y'all having a good day? I did. I've been getting some good rest lately. Okay. Yeah. So, did anybody watch the debates last night? I watched it, of course, because I'm a political nerd. I so much of details. Okay, cool. What's up? Just go to my page. Listen, when you're dealing with old people like Miss Mimi and myself, sometimes we're not as tech savvy as we need to be. She's trying to get. Just send me a request or just get on my live, me Mezzle. Let's see if she's in here. No, she's not here yet. Okay. So yeah, at the end of this, at the last few minutes, I would like for you guys to have questions, or maybe the last 10 minutes, and to whoever on the panel, and just, and ask your questions, because I think that's fun. I want this to be really interactive. I just want to get back talking to y'all. Yes, I'll save the live. Let's see. Rhode Island. Okay. Okay, here we go. This is just me getting out of being rusty again. This is just me going live. It's not a talk show yet, but just getting on here chatting with friends and stuff. What's up, friend?
Hi.
How are you?
Hi, guys.
This
I
is
am.
cute.
Thank you. What's up, everybody?
What you gonna be eating today? Because that's become your role on the show, on
Yes.
this live. I mean,
Are you ready for my food?
oh, what
I
is
will
your food?
have my watermelon again and my bowl of cuties.
What are cuties?
They're like little tangerines.
What's up, Justin? Just waved at me, my producer from The Raw Word, from Out Loud with Claudia Jordan, from Cocktails with Queens, from TGIF. So we've done a lot of shows together. So what'd you do today, girl? What's new with you?
So today I have been running around with my daughter because it's Spirit Week. And, they dress up every day and they have, different themes. And today she had to get fitted because she's going to her first ninth grade homecoming. So yeah, exciting
I
stuff.
can't believe she's in ninth grade.
Yeah, high school, it's nuts.
I remember when you were pregnant with her, and damn. And I always bring this up every time I see her. When she peed all over me at the mall,
Peter all over you.
I was with the food court, and I had little Eve on my lap. She was in a diaper, and I don't know, the diaper leaked the way she was sitting. It was all of my jeans.
Yeah, she got you good. She got you real good.
Oh, to the people, let me address something. Someone's like in the comments, Claudia, leave your lips alone. I have my matte. I have a lip line. Hold on, let me go get it. So first I have a filter on tonight because I want to look extra pretty, right? So it makes your lips look bigger. That's number one. Because I'm not this pretty. Like, I'm cute, but I'm not this pretty. Second of all, when you use a matte like a lip and then you overline it, your lips look way bigger. So let me go get it.
Go ahead, go get it, and I'll also say something. You don't. It doesn't even have to be a matte. It could be any type of lip liner. You can just overline the lip, and it makes your lips look bigger. It's just a makeup trick. We've known this trick for a very long time because we get our makeup done a lot. But if you overline your lips with liner, it definitely makes your lips look like that. So yeah, not everybody's getting their lips done.
Now I ain't gonna
FYI.
lie. I have had a little shot before my lip
Look,
before. I did try because my little upper lip being, especially being of the, well, you know my mom looks like, so she got little bitty lips, no upper lip. As you get older, that's when you lose volume. So I did try it before, and my body uh absorbed it so damn fast. Like it was like it looked good for like a couple months. It was like whoop, went right back small again. But
and
anyways, ain't like I wouldn't do it again. I would, just so y'all
and
know. So y'all can
that's another thing. When you guys, the older you get, your lips kind of like
shiver.
fucking shrink. Or they go like this. I don't know what that is, but
And,
it happens.
and you lose volume in your
All
face. Start getting these lines.
that
So
shit.
years ago, I did this lipstick line, but I didn't really promote it that much. It's called the Shade Collection. Like this is the matte I have on right now. It's pretty. It's really cute. So that looks like the lips in it, but it's really it's like this, and you put it on like that. But that's just the packaging. It's called the Shade Collection because when I was on Housewives of Atlanta, you know, with those shade, I had all these cute names. I think this one was called African Prince.
Yes, I remember you gave me some of those. I like them.
Can you hear me? It lasts forever. So this is the packaging, but we're gonna do a revamp with my business partner, Nicole, and Selfie Cosmetics is the line where you can get it. CELFIE Cosmetics. They might still have some, but we're gonna relaunch some new colors. Maybe I'll get you some. Oh, the red. And this lipstick, this matte, you put it on, and like 12 hours later, it's still like if I went to sleep in this makeup, I wake up and it still look good. So when I start getting some again in my life, and I want to like start the night looking one way, I'm gonna look like that the next day. Shout out to Kerry Rose in the comments. Kerry Rose, he used to be a amazing safety in the NFL, and now he's an actor. He's in a bunch of shows, music videos, and I was really impressed. His page came up across my feed that he's like singing now. I didn't even know he had all these talents. So he had like a country western song. Go to his page, Kerry Rhodes, and I was very impressed. I think you found your not I think you found, you definitely found your lane and entertainment, and I think you did really good. I'm very impressed. And I love how black people are taking over the country scene now. Ain't that crazy?
Super. I don't get it, but super crazy. But they're good at it and it sounds good. So hey.
We got, you know who's in the comments? Free from 106 and Park from Boston.
Free?
Free, you want to come on with us and say what's up? Let me know. I'll bring you in. Oh, I think Talus is in the building. Let me bring Talus in.
Real quick, someone asked, is at J Faust 134 my brother? Is he related to me? Yes, that's my brother. That's my little brother. If you're on here, little bro, what's
What's
up? Love
good?
you. What's
What's
up? How you
happening?
How
doing?
are
What
you?
we eating?
That's not my brother, but J Faust is my brother.
Uh, what we
Okay.
eating today?
We're
What we eating?
watermelon again and tangerines.
You would eat watermelon during election season.
Yes,
I
I
know,
will.
Mary.
I would eat it during election season, not during election season, into winter, in the summer, whenever it's ripe. I'm going to eat it. Love it.
You know
Love it.
those MAGA supporters are gonna clip this up, right? Look at her.
Yep. I'm a watermelon eating. Yes, I am. All day.
So, speaking of the election, is everybody updated on their status? Are you sure? Are you registered to vote?
Yes.
Yes.
Are you
Yeah.
sure?
Yes.
Has anyone moved since the last election?
No.
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 But
No.
I would just check just in case. It's always good to check. And I just want to tell people they just go to iwillvote.com. Iwillvote.com. You can enter your state. You can go on it and see if you're registered. If you're not, you can register. For us in Texas, the deadline to register is coming up. I think it's October 6th or 7th. So it's this
Seventh,
next
I
week.
think. I think it's
Yeah,
the
so
seventh.
7th.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's coming up. It's one of the early ones. And after you miss that date, that's it.
That's it. Yes.
So
Everybody, please go check if you're registered to vote. Please, please, please.
oh, I
Yeah.
am Key 21 said Mimi and Claudia should do a reality show. Well, that's funny because Mimi had a great idea for a show and she already pitched it
Yes.
to Carlos King, who
Yes.
actually really loved the idea.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's a it's I'm not gonna say what it is. You just have to see it when it gets greenlit. But I really hope it
Yes.
works.
Hilarious. I'll say that.
Yo, I'm gonna keep track of these comments too today.
Okay.
We're gonna really track these folks because people were saying some like I went back over the live, yo. Yo, we got some funny ass people
I
checking
love
in,
it.
yo.
I love it.
We
I mean, some of it was shady, but it was like funny ass shade though. Like I had to laugh, man.
Net
You know
and
what I'm
Nas
saying?
says I just finished phone banking calls for Kamala, and the real Marie says Q Marie says Mimi miss you on TV.
Thank
Hmm.
you.
And then Miss Star Righteous says yes, Claudia and Mimi show. Hold
Yeah.
on, my friend Chancey always calls me when I'm on. Hello, friend.
Chance.
Chance.
So Mimi, while she's
Who?
talking, how has your week
Oh
been so
shit.
far?
Okay, I'm on live right now. You can come
Fantastic.
on if you want to. I'm talking to Mimi and Tal, so they see me talking to my house. You're not on speakerphone, but that's great that the motherfucker got indicted. Yeah.
Who got indicted?
My friend, so no in public,
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
oh.
Somebody else.
but she can
Okay.
come on
My
for a
day,
minute.
my week has been great. I was telling everybody that it's Spirit Week for my daughter, and so I've been running around with her, getting all her stuff. You know, today she dressed up as a barbecue dad. I'm talking goatee and the whole nine. She
Oh
drew it
wow.
in with, I mean, full character. Like when she dresses up, she goes balls to the wall with her shit.
Oh,
So
Spirit Week a little extra now, huh?
what?
From what I remember.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, every day they had to dress up like real heavy, like as something different. So today was soccer mom and barbecue dad. Of course, she was barbecue dad. Hilarious.
That
So
leads me
cute.
to my first question for y'all today.
Yes.
Okay.
What kind of girl were you in high school, yo? Was you like what clique was you in? Well, how was you clicked up? Chess club? Claudia was
Claudia.
definitely the chess club, goddamn.
No, I was a nerd. I
Good.
had straight A's and like 1B up until my senior year of high school. Then I started failing everything because I started getting into fights. I
Oh,
was very
rapper.
underdeveloped. Well, yeah. So okay, I was always like gifted in science classes, biology. I always want to be a scientist when I get older. I want to be a biologist and all that kind of stuff. So I was always in the pond catching turtles and frogs and tadpoles and bringing them back to the house. That was me,
Yep.
saving birds and
Yep.
all that kind of stuff. And then I started getting a little, then I started developing overnight, and then I got into pageants and I won. So I became Miss Teen Rhode Island and started modeling. And then
What
all of
year
a
was the
sudden,
what year them things come in?
16, let's see, that'd be about 80, 87 is when I started getting a little thick.
Woo!
87, 88, started getting
87.
curvy. And just like that. And
The culture was just bubbling. You came in and whoa,
oh
just
man,
in
it was a
time.
hell of a time,
Woo!
hell of a time. East Coast Invitational track meets, Junior Olympics, all the Hershey track meet, all that kind of stuff. And
Hershey
anyways,
track meets, yo.
yes. And when you start getting a lot of attention, like you start getting like you get negative attention too. So
I mean,
anyways, track team, science, all that kind of stuff. So I was very quiet. And then my senior year, just back and forth, there's one clique of girls. And I almost failed high school because of that. And I didn't get my scholarship to Columbia like I should have, or UCLA, because I couldn't run my senior year. But anyways,
what about you, Mimi?
I
Let me guess. Let me guess. Hold
please
on.
yes, because you're gonna fail miserably at this. Go ahead.
Mimi, I feel cheerleader vibes from you, or at least you
oh,
tried out.
oh my God.
Listen, I was homeless at that time, high school time. I've been on my own since I was 13 years
Come
old.
here, girl. Come talk to us. Let's go.
And during those years, I was trying to figure out where I was going to live, what I was going to eat. Just I was just straight in survival mode
Yeah.
during those years. So there was no cheerleading or track team or none of that. That wasn't in my cards.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, my mother joined Scientology, and they kicked me out at 13. So I never had like a regular upbringing like most
So there was
people.
no normalcy in that era, like
No,
just
zero.
really.
Mimi, Mimi tells this, well, told me the story about she
Huh.
went into Scientology, into the headquarters
Yeah.
in Hollywood when she was like, what, 9, right?
Mhm.
And she was in there for like what, 4 years to about
Right.
13.
Hmm.
And at one point, the Scientology people said, and if this live gets cut off immediately, like, it's them that did it because we're fresh in this live. Okay.
Lord
They
Jesus.
told her, your daughter is a freeloader and she needs to sign this billion-year contract if she wants to stay freeloading and eating here, or she got to get the fuck out. And
That day,
Mimi, that
that
day.
day. So I was presented with a billion-year contract. or I had to vacate the premises that
Can you imagine
day.
typing up that contract? Like, who typed that? Who typed a billion years?
Oh, people were signing it. People were signing it left and right. They had kids younger than me signing the contract.
Damn, that's
So you
wild, yo.
Yeah.
telling me Tom Cruise got a billion-year contract right now?
So let me give you the
It's
scoop on
different for
that. Tom
the rich people,
Cruise,
right?
different for the rich people. The rich people don't have to sign the contract because they have money. If you don't have money, you sign the contract to get the information and the teachings for free. So
But you
that's
got to
the
work it off,
exchange.
right?
You have to work it off. Once you sign, you're theirs.
Oh, they
You're
coming
in.
to get us. They coming to get us right now. They, you talking.
Hey,
They
that
coming to
that was
get
the
us.
deal. That was the deal. So,
Who was
and
the
they
girl
said
that was
sign
on Bravo, or what was that? Who was
Leah
the famous
Remini.
Yeah.
actress? Yes.
I was
Yo.
on her show. I was on the show. I'm on season 3, episode 8.
All
You
right,
have
I'm
to
gonna have to
Hanging
go
watch
out.
back.
that.
I gotta go back.
So Mimi,
Yeah,
Mimi, and okay, to the people in the comments are saying they're making up blind items about me on TikTok. Am I going to address Jaguar White? I am, but listen, you guys. And no, Claudia's not pregnant. Claudia's not had dick since last year. Okay, so
what?
yeah,
No, last year was
No, they're
2023,
asking,
right?
are you pregnant? Why?
I because
Why
my face
would
is
you be
big.
pregnant?
I'm fucking 51, you guys. When you get older, your face starts getting bloated, and that's why I'm on this. I'm on day 4 of no sugar, so my face can get angular again. But anyways, what was the first thing I was trying to address? Okay, I'm not pregnant.
Jaguar.
Uh, Jaguar. Oh, but I want to go back to your stuff. The Scientology thing. So 4 years in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, what was that? What was the worst? Like, did you have to work at that age, or what were you doing?
Yes. They have you, well, once you sign the contract, you have to work. The kids were just freeloading, just not freeloading, but they were just running around, just so
Mm-hmm.
that was their thing. You're here, you eat our food, and they called us freeloaders. So they said you sign a contract. Once you sign a building your contract, you have to work for them. That's when the work begins. I don't care if you were 8 years old, 9 years old. Once you sign that building your contract, they put you to straight to work, like physical labor work. I
They
But
don't
remember
everybody
one
adhere
progressed
to
the
time,
same.
any state labor laws, any
oh,
state or federal. No,
they're
no, no.
exempt because they consider themselves a church.
And they don't
Oh,
have to
that's
pay
the hook.
Church of
taxes.
Scientology. So they're exempt from all that BS. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I remember one time I was late for school because I was in Scientology school, and they had me white glove a dumpster.
What does
Literally.
that mean?
That means
Mm.
I had to get inside of not a trash can, the big, huge
The
dumpsters
dumpster.
were, and I had to clean it out to the point where it was so clean. They literally put a white glove on and scraped the edges of it to make sure it was white glove clean. And I had a fucking body rash. It was maggots, and it was the most, like, when I say traumatized to this day, traumatized. But guess what? I know how to clean my ass off because of it. I'll tell you that.
Well, that makes
That's
sense why you ended up having your own cleaning company.
That part.
holy. Yeah. Wow.
That part.
Mimi,
Yeah. I had it.
this is like we need a whole. We need
Mimi has a
time.
fascinating life. I remember we picked her mom up to go get ice cream because don't they get what 2 hours of free time per day?
That's
Yeah.
it.
So we went to
2 hours.
pick her mom up, and Mimi, this is always fascinating. Her mother was in there, and rest in peace to your mommy, mom, beautiful lady, and she was super sweet, but she was stuck,
She
right?
was,
She
Yeah.
was
she was
indoctrinated.
brainwashed.
She's
Well,
brainwashed. And you told me that they're not allowed to have anything like that smells or had good or tastes good. So the smallest thing when she got out with us, so we took her to get ice cream. We got Baskin Robbins or something, and remember she was like, "Oh my god, this is so good." And we were like, "It's ice cream." She was
she
like
damn
you
near
just
cried
yeah.
because of ice cream. And I was so heartbroken. Like, if ice cream made her that happy, like, it was just heartbreaking for me to just, it was heartbreaking. My mother literally damn near came to tears for ice cream.
Yeah.
I am blowed up right now.
Yeah.
Oh, Talus, and the day and I don't mean to talk for her, but I know Mimi's story so well because like this has been my girl for like 27 years, and we talked about it. She told me the time that the day that her mother came to her and she refused to sign. So at 13, she got to make that decision, right?
Yeah.
And she said she had a little bag packed over her arm and she like started to walk out down, was it Hollywood Boulevard or Sunset Boulevard, wherever the Scientology place is in Hollywood. And she looked over her shoulder like
I know you're
to
gonna
look back.
stop me. I know
Yeah,
you're
like,
gonna
you
say
know, when you
something.
break up with someone, you're like, I'm leaving. I'm out of here. And you wait for them to be like, baby, don't go. And you're like, okay. And she looked back and her mother didn't say anything.
She
So she
did
just had to.
not say a word. Not where you going. Do you have bus fare? Nothing.
How old are you?
Nothing.
How old were you again?
13 years old. I was 13 years old, and I just walked down the street with my little backpack, and I was like, when reality hits you, like, oh, this shit's for real. This really happening. Oh yeah, it was nuts.
That's why I'm very defensive over Mimi when people try to trash her for any choices she's made. I'm like, you don't know her and what she's been through. Like, I always tell people, I defend people that sometimes I'd be like, well, how can you? There's a why. When you know the person's why and why how they became to think the way they do, you have a little more empathy for them. So when you have 13 with no real skills, like, you don't know real work. I mean, you worked in the Scientology, but I don't know what they made you do in there. And so every day you went to school and you would peep game, you would notice who looked like they got bread. Who, can I have a sleepover? And you became friends and it made you be you had to survive. And no one even knew that you were homeless, right?
That's what I did for an entire year. Well, the entire school year after the church kicked me out. I was still going to the Scientology school where all of the rich kids, were going as well. Like, let's say if Tom Cruise was in it, his kids were going to the school. So I just watched who was going home in the that looked very nice and was leaving in nice whips. And I'd be like, Amy, can I spend the night tonight? And they'd be like, sure. And I go home with Amy and I eat good and I take a good shower, bath. And the next day, I they wash my clothes or I wear some of Amy's clothes. I get either lunch money or their mama would pack me. And I literally figured it out. I never slept on a park bench. I never did nothing strange for no change. I never had to do anything weird. I literally figured out how to survive. I just had to figure it out. And I wasn't willing to compromise. And that wasn't an option. Not at 13. Absolutely not. So
So how
Just
did that
even
make you
like,
feel? Mm.
just damn, girl. Like, Claudia, we got to do a whole show. Like,
it's
obviously, we
fine.
can't get into it today, but it needs to be a show where we hear the misadventures of all these sleepovers. That's a lot of sleepovers.
Yes, it
And
was.
did it ever not work out, Mimi? Was there ever a day that you couldn't close a deal and like maybe a kid said no? You found someone every single day?
I closed the deal every night.
There you go.
Closed it.
Damn.
Bagged the parents. It was the
See,
parents. Bagged the parents. And the thing was, I was respectful. I
yeah,
cleaned up.
yeah.
I played my fucking part. I
Mm,
played my part. I'm like, if I want to go home with Susie, I know what the fuck I gotta do. Ma'am, and please and thank you and all that good shit. And
yeah.
and I closed the deal every time.
Shout
Um, so
out, yo.
so you must have felt the day, and I've been to your house. It's beautiful. The day you purchased your house, what did that feel like for you then? Did you
It was
cry?
surreal. It was surreal. It was like, this is like this mine. It was so surreal. And I take pride in my things and what I have, and I don't take things for granted because I know I've been there. Like, I came from nothing. You hear
Hmm.
me? Like, nothing. Humble beginnings is an understatement. So
See, just hearing stories like that, just especially when I hear people complaining and stuff about you know hurdles they gotta go and trials. It's like, yo, there's people out here that's making miracles happen with nothing. Like
yeah, my upbringing
And at
was nuts.
13, you could have been sex trafficked. You could have been
13, y'all,
uh,
13, chat.
13.
That's
That's
crazy.
younger than my daughter right now. I can't imagine me watching my daughter just walk out of here with a backpack and I don't say a word and just let her go.
uh,
I can imagine that. It's mind blowing to me.
and you never resented your mother for that, huh?
Yes, I did. I resented that shit for a long time.
So so explain it. You don't have to go in detail, but how did that process unfold when you kind of
Um,
got
when I was 27.
Mm-hmm.
27 years old. We finally had a conversation at
Mm.
27. It was it was, but I was holding all that in for all of this
How
time.
did she receive it?
And
How,
yeah, it was nuts.
how did she
And
receive it?
she did not receive it well. She didn't receive it well because she really felt like because she was so far gone
Mm-hmm.
mentally. She felt like, I was overreacting. She felt like, why am I tripping? Oh my God, I didn't know you felt this way. It was a lot of that. It was a lot of denial in the conversation. And well, maybe we just shouldn't talk. And I said, absolutely. I said, hey, if you don't want to talk after we have this conversation, that's fine.
Yeah.
But right now, we're going to have this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Good for
We're going
you.
Mm-hmm.
to have
Before
anything I need to get off my chest, we're going to get it off. Is what we're
Mm-hmm.
going to do right
before
now.
she passed away, Mimi, did she ever apologize for that, or did she ever like say realize I was really in a cult, or did she go to her grave not thinking that she was in a cult?
On her deathbed, literally, she's wheezing and dying. She recited a poem to me, or tried to. It took her like an hour and a half to get this poem out that was about forgiveness. And I knew that was her way of trying to apologize to me. All she had to
Wow.
do was say, I'm sorry, but she wanted to, it took her damn near 2 hours while she's gurgling. And it was like, wow, like my mom was stubborn. She was stubborn. Like, just, I get it, but I let her go ahead and push through. She pushed through that thing. The poem was called
Yeah.
If. After she died, I looked it up. I had the poem framed,
Wow.
and, but it was all about a father that like wronged his son and was trying to make amends. So
So you
crazy.
watched her die? You watched her pass?
Do what?
Did you see her when she passed? Like you were there until
I
like
was right there. I held her hand. Held her.
wow, look at that.
Yeah.
Wow.
After all of that, I was there and held
She
her
wasn't
hand
there for you, and then you was there for her in the end.
in the
So that you're not bitter,
No, I
yeah,
mean,
let it go.
because I probably would have been petty, like, man, fuck you, I ain't
Claudia definitely.
gurgle.
Claudia will be mushing.
I let it go.
I Yeah, we may have to revisit this. This just too.
Mimi's story is
That's a
insane.
very. I don't even want to use the word unique because that just devalues this. That's an experience. I don't know if anybody can. I mean, obviously the people go through their stuff, but that's a unique one. Like,
Yeah.
please, Claudia, make a note of this. We
Oh,
coming back to
sure. Her
this.
story's amazing. And Mimi, we talked about you writing your book, and I know there was some talk about it. I remember I have a friend at Simon and Schuster. I'm gonna give her a call tomorrow and just to remind her. I'm gonna link you guys up because she told me before, like we talked about some
Mm-hmm.
stuff that I've been through. But your story to me is like I'm gonna put yours before me, like mine. Like your story is, and I know there's been some people in your life trying to take your rights to your story. Okay,
Crazy.
we're not doing that. So I don't want anything from it. I want to hook you up with someone that I know
Nah,
that's
yeah,
doing it.
please, nah, we ain't doing that. This is your story to tell, obviously.
Yeah, we'll work on that. That's please remind me because my memory is trash.
Hmm.
I will remind you, friend. Thank you
It
so
makes me
much.
understand Mimi even more now.
Yes.
Thank you.
It really does.
So when
It
people
does.
criticize her like about this guy or the tape or this and that, I'm like, Mimi is on survival mode. She's on. That's who she is.
She's
She's always
yes,
been on survival, and she's so giving to everybody else.
and that's through your formidable years too. Like
Yes.
that's ingrained now.
Yeah. Facts. That
Mm.
and and I'm not bitter about it, and I'm not, and I don't treat people foul. That's another topic. What you've been through should not define like or make you an angry, bitter person. I could be a real nasty bitch right now because of the way I grew up,
Yeah.
and I'm not. So to me, that's an excuse when people use that. Oh, I've been through this or that. That's the reason why. No, once you get to a certain age, you know right from wrong, and you know how to treat people. Period.
Hmm.
And I've heard so many people, you know, use that as a crutch or an excuse, and I'm like,
Well,
don't do it.
I think we're seeing it right now. Like, and Claudia, I think you can. I think we had that conversation today. Like, people will literally ruin everything for ideology, man. Like, we seen it right now in this politics we discussing and we arguing with each other over now as Americans. As shit is a worldwide thing. I had a friend hit me from Germany. Like, why y'all hate Trump? I'm like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think what's happening is we are so I don't want to use the word radicalized, but we're so entrenched in our beliefs that we will not look at the other stuff. We usually look at the whole painting, you know. But as long as we agree with one thing that we care about with this person, we'll negate everything else. Oh well, you know, at least he does this. This is one thing that I care about, you know.
Yeah, and we weren't. This wasn't on the schedule for us to talk about. We were going to talk about friendship, protocol, and friendship, and also single women being viewed as a negative or threat at events. Like you be around couples and how they view the single women. We can get into
Yes.
that, but
We could do it. Yeah.
I do like talking about how our experiences make us who we are and how we should be less quick to
Judge.
right, yeah, judge and write people off because everyone does have a story behind everything they do. Like, you know, the negatives about us usually stem from something, or the quote unquote things that you think are dumb choices in relationships. You can usually trace it back to some trauma in your childhood. Talus, do you have a trauma or something from your past that m- maybe has manifested itself into a negative or a positive about
I
you, or just
mean,
a character trait about you?
yeah. I mean, well, look, I saw even I hate to shout him out, but you know, I was watching ESPN this morning and I saw Stephen A. Smith kind of say something that I kind of related to where, you know, he's known as the screamer. They call him Screaming A. Smith, you
Mhm.
know, on ESPN. But he made a point, like his white counterparts, they scream just as loud as him. But you know, but when you're a black dude on there, you turn into this angry, aggressive, you know, you can be passionate, but the passion is always twisted in some form of fashion. I think that's what happened
Yeah.
to me in my radio career, just moving around the country and stuff. And you know, obviously, you know, I when I look back, I see the forks in the road where I could have made other decisions, but then again, it's like I do see where we get marginalized, and you know, we ain't allowed to. We're not allowed to be a certain way. We got to be in this mold,
Yeah.
you know, where hey, if you ain't acting like this, then you're being aggressive, or
Stay in your place.
you know, man, you're an angry black man, you
Oh,
know.
oh yeah.
I
I was the angry black woman for a
yeah,
long time.
and it happened to me in Cleveland. Actually, Cleveland was probably a turning point for me in radio, where I mean, I
Oh, real
was
quick.
by. I mean, I'm in.
Sorry,
Mhm,
sorry to interrupt you. I want to. When I see good comments, I just want to like point them out.
mhm.
Him underscore Mathi said, "Been needing a grown convo. Y'all are amazing." So they're feeling this. Okay, good.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead.
Okay,
Sorry,
that's
Tal.
fine. Shout out,
And
homie.
you have a great story too with what you had to deal with, and I know there's someone in this business that has been putting their thumb on your career and
Yes.
hindering your success because they're very good at what you do, and you should be working at a major market radio station show right now. But there's a hater that you've had for a very long time. So go ahead and get into your story
Well,
from
it's a
Cleveland.
few, right? So what happens is, guys, just to give you the background in media, period. It's very competitive, and Claudia knows this. From TV to radio, it's a super competitive business. It's thousands of people around the country get gunning for a few jobs. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like thousands of jobs. It's just a few of them. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So what happens is, if somebody can have, let's just say, if they can paint you into a corner or box you in or paint you a certain way, it benefits them, and not just that person, Claudia. It turns into everybody because now they're like, oh, we can get him out the
Hmm.
way. You know what I'm saying? Because he's this. You know, people that don't even know circumstances, not even adjacent, not even in the atmosphere. It doesn't matter. Hey, he's that. So what happens is it can be a snowball effect where then that's where the blackballing happens. You know what I'm saying? You get blackballed before you even know it because everybody's rolling with a narrative about you,
Hmm.
and you get angrier. By the way, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy because yeah, in the meantime, you getting angry because you're seeing all this resistance and you don't understand why certain people get away with certain things that you don't, you know. So that's kind of what happened with me. I had an incident in Cleveland where um literally literally a dude swung on me, like a production director, you know, this white guy. He was our production guy, and my job was to go in there on a Friday and tell him, because I was MD at that time. He was the director. I go in there and say, hey, I would approve the weekend promos, right? because we wanted to make sure it sounded right. We didn't want him to have that much control over messaging because look, I ain't here to be racist or nothing, but he ain't talk like us, you know. I had to literally sit there and make sure that it sounded the part. Then we okayed it to go live on radio. Never had a problem. One day I go in there and there's a young lady. Actually, he liked black girls, so there's a black girl sitting in there while he's doing his thing. You know, he's all big, Mr. Big Stuff behind the board, the audio board and shit. And I go through my regular, back and forth with him, and I say, yeah, I don't think we need a, if he said something weird, I say, hey, let's try to do that over. And I'm thinking this is just a throwaway. I'm not. It's like any other weekend. This dude said, yo, who the fuck are you talking to?
Wow.
I did a double take, like, huh? And I looked at the girl. I thought he was playing, and she was just staring back at me. I'm looking at him like, oh, he dead ass. I said, bro, I just said, like any other weekend when we do edits, let's change this, okay? I'm thinking it's nothing. I'm walking out. He gets up out of the chair. This dude is like, I don't know who the fuck you think you're talking. One of the best production directors in the country. You need to get the fuck out of here. I said, excuse me? I said, you know what? I see you with your young lady here. I'm gonna let you have that. Apparently, that took me, Clark. I'm just sarcastic. I said, let me just, because this dude is pumping his chest out for this girl in here. Look, hopefully you get some pussy, bro. I just want you to please pound town. I pray that for you. Okay. Nah, he had to make sure he showed her who was the alpha in the room. This dude rushed me and
Wow.
swung. Now, okay, fight or flight. I ducked and I stole on him, and happened to be one of the best punches of my life. You know what I'm saying? Like it landed squarely on his temple. He, let's just say, he ran out the door with one shoe on. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, one Air Force One, the Air Force Two was still in the studio. He runs
Oh,
to the market manager's office, and all of a sudden now he's been attacked.
by the
You know,
black man,
by
the
the
angry black
black
man.
man. So that's how it went. And the black lady that was the program director, look, bless her heart, she's Claudia knows these type of people. They just up there, they trying to get a check. They ain't here to stand up for nobody.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm telling her what happened. She's like, but they so they walked me out. I was fired. Next thing you know, the story's going around the country and radio. Damn, what a
Wow.
Dallas went crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I was out of a gig for about a year. I think I stayed in Cleveland for a little while until I found it. I had to literally start back over. I had to go back to Georgia, and that's when I pivoted from being like on air to be like more behind the scenes. That's when I said, okay, I'm gonna be a program director because next time I'm gonna need somebody a little higher up to fire me next time, not some fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like,
So
so
then
that's kind of my
that
story.
that
Yeah,
becomes your story, and then it affects everything you do and how you
since
move on things, and it makes you defensive. Certain things are triggers, and it makes you
it
defensive.
happened at 24, so I was 24 having it. Till this day, it's still a stigma. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm in my I'm in my 40s now, and it's still like a stigma. So it's like it follows you purposely because again, this is how they paint you, so they can get you out the way. Because again, it's a race. It's a race to the. It's like musical chairs. Everybody's racing to that last chair in radio.
So then when people meet you, if they think you're abrasive or if they think you're defensive, it's
Yes.
like, well, the things have been done to me, and I've had to pay for something from my 20s for 20 some
Ye-
years.
Yes.
That's why I encourage people to look at the whys about people. Like you don't know these things until you have conversations. So I guess we
Yeah.
had ideas about the show, but I think this show, I like talking about false narratives or what you've been defined by. Maybe not like your story sometimes ain't even really your real story. It's what people put on you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And to me, that's frustrating. Like, I feel like I'm always defending myself about I don't know why I've been deemed or villainized in the business. Like, I still see people that still question my integrity. For me, I remember when I was younger, my brother broke this like porcelain thing we had in the house, right? It
Yeah.
was like a little nickname. And then my father was like, "Who broke this?" My brother said, "Claudia did." I said, "No, I didn't." And he immediately thought I was a liar, right? He accused me of
Yeah.
lying, and I wasn't. That wasn't some traumatizing thing. But like, I remember that because I really, 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 really hate being lied on. and it really bothers me when something's put on me that I did not do. It really
Yeah.
fucking pisses me off.
Mhm.
So then I get
Mhm.
defensive. And it's happened several times. And anyone that knows me knows I am a fighter for the truth.
Mhm.
If you're the underdog, I'm having your back.
Yeah.
I take on my friends' battles, even though they have nothing to do with me. I be in the comments, that's not true, trying to defend them, and then I get more shit on me. So because of my desire for the truth, a lot of times people will use that against me. Like, well, if you're talking, and you must be guilty because no, I don't understand that mentality. You must be guilty because you're trying to clear a name or clear something up. I never understood that. And a
Mhm.
lot of my problems come from sometimes I put myself in shit that has nothing to do with me on principle because it's something that's always affected me from a young age. Like I
Yeah.
just really hate that.
Yeah.
One of my friends was raped by Mike Tyson, and I was 18 years old. Right, this was my traumatizing thing, and I was one of the first people she called after she called 911, and I had to be in the examination room with her as she sat through getting an examination, and I'm telling her that, you know, that the damage, the injuries they saw internally inside of her. And
Wow.
I remember, like, I got your back. Like, I'm your friend. Fuck him. Fuck all. I don't care if he's a celebrity, a billion, a millionaire. I don't care. I know, and I got you. When I tell you that had such long lasting effects on my life, like going to the trial, testifying, being threatened, going back to college, people that were fans of his just painting a bad negative picture about her. So I'm very defensive over lies on people, very protective of my friends. And I think once you know these things about the three of us, you can like maybe judge us a little less differently, or like
Mhm.
maybe at least have some kind of understanding of why we are the way we are,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know? And then with that said, we can get to some of these questions. Like I see people want to bring up the Jaguar thing. Jaguar,
Yeah. Go ahead
right? I don't want
and
to keep saying
yeah.
again.
Let's before you go there, let's because I want people to actually go and see what she said. She went on Pierce Morgan. Okay, it's been posted up on YouTube today. All right. I'll say this. I watched the whole thing today just to be sure. I mean, you can tell she feels a way about maybe comments. What was it, last week or the week before when you referred to her? When was that?
I think it was
Was
last week.
it last week? Okay. She didn't stay on that long, but she crowbarred that in to the
She
conversation.
she found a way to say my
Yeah.
name when it had nothing to do with me. She's like, I wasn't dumb enough to take a picture with Diddy, like Claudia Jordan.
Yeah.
Like she always puts my name in it when she doesn't have to.
So where's that coming from for the new people here that's like trying to get why there's a connection?
Where's it coming from?
Yeah,
Excuse me.
like explain kind of like why Jaguar would even because that's one of the feedback. Like some people are not even on why you're part of her narrative. Where do you think it
So
emanates from?
I mentioned her once on my show, and I know I don't know, is it a thing, like an attention thing? Like she's like, Claudia Jordan never talks about me, and she talks about me. I think I validated her,
Yeah,
and I'm not saying everything she's saying is false. I don't really know what she says. I just know what she says about me. I'm not a follower of hers. But she's convinced she has this hair up her ass for Jay-Z, and any little thing she wants to tie me to or bring him into this Diddy situation. I've seen Jay-Z maybe in public maybe 4 or 5 times in my life total, and that at a fight, at a Vegas, one time we went by a video set one time, maybe the Diamonds Are Forever video. One of those videos we went by, and we were in the trailer, we were talking to Dame Dash. We were visiting someone that one of us knew there, and he was mad cool. And I just feel like this story is just taking a life of its own. And the more I talk about it, the more, why you said wait until now? Because it was such bullshit, there was no need for me to talk about it. It was such bullshit. I was so far from reality. Like it was a made up story.
Right.
Um, and I don't know why. Like I feel like I'm like black pepper. Just throw me in everything, everything, everything. Yeah, I'm good, but you don't got to put me in everything. I'm not. Listen, I'm a girl's girl. If there was ever any truth, now that you know my story, if there was ever any truth to this, that I would be paid off to be quiet. Me with my big ass mouth. Look at my shirt. Big mouth, I talk. Okay. If there was ever, I'm not that girl. I fight for the underdog. I fight for what's right. I fight for my friends. It's just not true, y'all.
hey,
And
one's in the chat if you want to start calling Claudia Black Pepper. Just put a one in the chat. Let me know.
Come on, Black Pepper.
Got me thinking. Got me thinking over here. Like, it
It's
ain't
just,
bad. I
it's
mean,
just like, how many scandals do you want me to be a part of? Y'all trying to tie me to Diddy. I was never Diddy's girl. I never touched Diddy. I never found Diddy attractive. Mimi knows this. I've told this to her before. I don't like. He's not. I've never like. I have been hit on by a lot of people. Okay, just like she has. Just like the new hot girls and that come through the city.
humble brag.
Yeah, yeah. In the
And
'90s,
it's
we
true.
in the
It's true.
90s, we were those girls. Like, we were in the music videos. We were casted through casting directors, paid a good amount. It wasn't skanky like it became. It was actually a good thing to get booked these leading roles in these videos. And
Yeah.
people would you would get treated nice. Like, you would be booked, you'd paid, and they were very respectful. They wouldn't come at you with no nasty shit, come fuck, or they would not even talk to you like that. It was a nice role to get. And
Whoa,
so
whoa, 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 whoa. Stop, stop, stop. Okay. This is interesting you say this. I was listening to Melissa Ford a couple of weeks ago. I don't know, maybe it was a couple of weeks ago on a Joe Budden episode where she was talking about that era of the video vixen and kind of the predatory environment. So you didn't witness any of that
let
because
one
she painted a
video
totally, huh?
One okay, let me set the timeline for you.
Yeah.
I was in the game and one of the top video girls way before Melissa Ford.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Melissa came like the
True.
2000s when the like big pimping video. Matter of fact, they called me for that video. I said absolutely not. I'm not gonna go from the leading videos of the army videos I'm doing to being one of many girls on a boat. You ain't
You
pouring no
didn't want to
liquor.
get
No.
champagne poured all over your
No.
body.
And I remember when I turned it down, the casting director, who's no longer with us, she was mad at me. She said she's going to blacklist me because I was requested and I said no.
Oh damn.
But if you look at the videos I've done, they've all been very extremely classy, iconic songs. Not that Big Pimpin' wasn't, but I'm not going to go, once you're a lead lady, like one of one or two or three girls in the video, it's hard to go back to 30
Talk
girls, bitches,
your
like,
shit.
I'm not
Talk
doing
your
that.
shit.
I'm not
Talk
doing
your
that.
shit.
I'm
Talk
not
your.
doing that.
Hey,
Yeah.
We
Claudia was
gotta do.
that girl of the '90s, being like this.
I was. So my first video was 1996.
Oh,
The D'Angelo video, me and those dreaming eyes of mine. I was with three other girls, and they were all beautiful, booked black models that are like the top girls in the game. They were getting like money back then. And then I went to, the Joe video. Like, I'm not gonna go be. You're not pouring liquor on my titties after I do those
me,
kind of jobs. I'm
Mimi,
grown.
we
I'm
gotta
feeling
be up.
myself.
I can't wait till we can play videos on here so we show Claudia dancing in that brown sugar.
Me and those dreaming eyes of mine.
I was dreaming.
So
Yeah, what was that thing you was doing? You was like you. It was a move you did. It was a.
I was just trying
Yeah, it
to
was
show
like
off my
that.
abs.
It was a shoulder shimmy. Yeah, it was a little shit. Yeah, you might have started that shimmy shit.
So look, I was 97, 96, 97, 98, 99, 2000, 2000. It started changing around 2003,
Yeah,
4. That's when the superheads came around. That's when Melissa Ford was really in a lot of those videos where she was like getting booked a lot. I was at the tail end of my video. So yes, videos did change around that
shout out
time.
to
Yeah.
Superhead. Respect, respect, respect.
Why respect?
I mean, that queen
Let me
was
let
a
me take that
trailblazer.
back. That girl is a bomb ass writer.
Oh, I thought. Okay, yeah, that too. That was good. She did. Yeah.
Okay.
hmm
You said you had to ask us a question, Tals, earlier. You wanted to ask a question.
I mean,
Or was it Mimi?
it, it probably was Mimi. I can't even remember. You threw me off. Cause now I'm thinking about '90s videos now. Cause you're right. All like, what was like the direction when y'all was on set in those '90s videos? Like, cause it seems like y'all were always playing coy, like demure.
Yes.
Y'all were
We were
demure.
doing.
Yeah,
I was.
demure.
I was in the fronting video,
Mm.
Yes, she
and
was.
it was it was just like we were at work and everything was cool. And I know there's been some degrading stuff that's gone on. Just fortunately, Claudia and I have been fortunate not to be a part of that.
Yeah.
So I can't even speak on it. I was
Oh,
never a part of
really?
any of
So
that.
it was worse in the 2000s. That's what basically I want to get. So it
It
was worse
started
in
to
the
change. It started
2000s.
getting, they started going, so they, okay.
Oh,
96, 97, 98, 99, 2000. They were booking through modeling agencies like LA Models,
got you.
Next.
Okay.
So they had to pay a minimum of $1,500 a day,
Got you.
usually was the day rate, and then up. So
Okay.
back then, music videos had budgets, $1 million, $500,000.
True.
They were spending money, and then some videos 7,000, 5,000, like they were paying. But
Okay.
then the stripping culture became very popular, and all of a sudden they started going to strip clubs, and they would film at the strip clubs, or they would get the girls from the strip clubs, and they would
Right.
get them and pay them $300, $400, $500. So it just made a whole shift in the industry, and then the environment got different. Before, the artist, when I did a Genuine video, and everyone knows already, this is not a secret, we did end up dating later on and hooking up. We did hang out, me and him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Years
Mm-hmm.
later,
Right.
Mimi was around back then. We were friends back then. But he was so shy to talk to me on set. Like they weren't bold like that. They weren't like now they weren't whipping out their dicks and what that mouth do. They weren't talking to you like that, okay? It wasn't like that.
Maybe you funny.
They were more demure, they were classy. I remember just like they would be like, thank you for being here. We appreciate they would you'd have a trailer. Like it was like a
Yeah.
mini movie.
So what was the year? Okay, so basically you could cuff the booty after 2000, like after 9/11 basically. Was 9/11 the seminal event that changed the industry?
9/11. This is my a Jay-Z thing.
Yeah.
So 9/11, that week before, I auditioned for the Girls, Girls, Girls video, right?
Yeah.
I was scheduled to fly from LA to Boston to go see my family in Rhode Island. I had my flight booked, and my agent said, hold on, you're on hold for the Girls, Girls, Girls video, and they want to book you. And again, I had already done my lead roles with like, just me, but Jay-Z's a huge artist. And of course you want to
Yeah.
work with people that are like, you're gonna get a lot of airtime. So I think they want to either, whatever they wanted to pay me, I wanted
Okay.
double. If it was
Okay.
1250, I wanted 2,500. If it was 2,500, I wanted 5,000. And so I said, if they're not paying, I don't want to like, I don't want to go backwards. So they were like, just wait till the morning of September 11th. And if we don't know by like, 1 p.m., then get on your flight and go. I'm like, all right. So I didn't. I waited. I waited to leave, and then my phone's ringing, and it was like, "Did you fly? Did you leave?" And it was September 11th.
Wow.
That was that day. And then after that, the budget changed because the country was in chaos. They, uh, record companies were like, everyone was scrambling. Like life was different after September 11th, right? So they had to change it, and then they had reduced the budget. So then I really was gonna do it, and then I didn't do the video.
Yeah.
So
Mimi, do you see what this show is all about now?
Yes.
See the conclusions we can draw from just
Yes.
the culture?
Yeah.
Osama bin Laden is
he stopped me from
responsible
being in the, yeah.
for all the ass clapping you see right now, y'all. It wouldn't be you fellas. You wouldn't
I
even be seeing clapping
cannot.
ass.
Wow.
I was about to take you serious for 2 seconds.
I'm you come on, Mimi. You see how we look how Claudia, our queen, brought it down to earth. Like literally everything came into the head. Like Osama bin Laden.
Exactly, because if it wasn't for that, I would have done the Girls Girls review. I may have had my booty cuffs. I may have changed the trajectory of my whole career, and maybe I would have done Prices Right and dealing with because I would have been more in a
This is true.
debauchery phase, and they would have put me in a different box, and maybe I'd be dancing, and I'd have a big, huge, fake ass, and who knows what my life could have been, or I could have been married to one of these ball players or athletes. But no, Osama
Yes.
bin Laden is single-handedly responsible for the trajectory, not only in my career. It's much bigger than me. The whole industry changed.
True. And someone else on the
Blow.
comments said reality TV also was the downfall of basically models and actors and things like that, which I also agree with that. I
Uh,
agree with that heavy,
I,
heavy, heavy reality TV
I'm in agreement with that too. Actually.
completely changed the
Because
trajectory
before we'd
of
have
the TV.
real respect. Remember LA, Mimi, when we lived together for that 1 year, we'd go out. We would go to the Century Club, right? Or the Improv on Monday nights. It was like black comedians.
Yeah.
We would see it. Jamie Foxx, Dave Chappelle would get up there. We would be in the Century Club. I remember seeing Denzel Washington at his restaurant George's on Melrose. We would see Usher. We would see Kobe Bryant. We would see huge stars, real celebrities out. When reality TV came, if you just shit on the floor in a reality show like the one girl did in Flavor of Love, you're getting bookings for clubs.
You're
Like
getting bookings.
it
Yeah.
changed everything. It
And
changed the
look
level
and
what
look
we
at
call
the
the celebrity.
game. Look at what the game is right now. the people that they consider celebrities are or are making celebrities, i.e., we could segue right into that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mimi, you're a
No,
Thank you,
professional. You're a
Mimi.
professional.
Our little
A goddamn
uh,
pro.
just so full disclosure, we had to have a little pep talk with Mimi today because she was about to quit this. I felt like,
Mimi was about to leave us, yo. Like,
oh
fuck,
yeah. She's
the
like, I'm
fuck y'all
tired of talking
thought.
about the Diddy stuff. I'm like, you don't have to say nothing you don't want to. Shit.
tired. No, but like, yeah, it has changed tremendously because I think what the public deems now as a celebrity is you can, as long as you make a absolute fool out of
Yeah.
yourself, and you the people love it. They just love the buffoonery.
Is there a
Like, I think
market
it's
for like what we doing right now? Like just regular, just three adults talking, shooting the
there's
shit.
gotta be a market for it. Somebody wants to hear it. I mean, come on. If
Okay,
Hmm.
somebody, it's got to be a market for it.
okay.
Hmm.
I don't have 4.5 million followers on my page. Mimi has. We might have to start doing some her page.
Oh yeah,
We only have
yeah.
340 people watching right now. There's not a lot,
All right.
okay? But if we start talking
But we
about
love
Mimi,
you.
If we start
okay,
talking about,
ratchetness, okay, Mimi, biggest
yes,
celebrity dick you've ever seen.
Hey,
the biggest,
I'm just trying to test the theory right now. I guarantee you the number's gonna go through the roof. Look, they already went up a little bit. Okay, cute. Biggest celebrity cock
they
you've ever seen.
they
oh
they
my
sharing the live now.
God.
Oh, just give a hint. You say the industry, like the field they're in. How about that?
Let my daughter go upstairs,
That
please.
that white dwarf on Game of Thrones, maybe? No,
What?
Never seen that. Never seen that.
never seen it. Okay,
Okay, I was just trying to test the theory. Like, I feel like if we started getting real nasty,
yeah.
right?
Oh,
People
definitely.
they would be like, yo, get on Claudia's live right now. But if we're talking about life things that are nice, a few hundred people here, they'll tune in, and some people will, watch it on the YouTube later. But that's what they want. They want the shit. They want the fuckery.
Mhm.
Yeah, they do, don't they? But we can mix it up a little bit. We don't have to like. We can dip our toe in the pool a
I
little
like
bit.
how
You
Mimi
know,
Smooth got away from that question, though, didn't she?
Yeah, real quick. I
Claudia,
cannot
what
say,
do
I
you say?
cannot say that answer.
Claudia, what are your thoughts?
I haven't seen a penis in a long time. I gotta watch National Geographic for me to see a penis these days.
Cut it out, friend.
I have
I
not, Mimi.
I know you haven't, but if you wanted to, it's ready and available. Trust. Can I share something with the both of you?
Yes, please.
I got a text message the other
Oh, someone
day,
asked
and
if
tell me,
Talus have been up in a St. Coochie. I want to get to that comment later.
okay, I had a
Absolutely.
text message the other day, and it was someone that was trying to get to know you. They wanted me
Who, me?
to. They're not on. Yes,
Somebody
they're not on
likes
social
me.
media.
People never like me.
Oh, they like
Yeah.
that. I mean, this man sent me a text message, a letter this long. I read it. Sorry,
Bad sign.
this long to pass over to you, and I was like, this is fucking weird. I'm sorry. You know what? And then I was started to think, maybe this isn't for me to decide. Maybe I should just pass this on to Claudia and let her decide if she wants to go that route or not. So if you still want me
You
to do
want to
that,
read it
I
on
would.
the air? Do you want to read it to me
Oh, I
now?
deleted this shit. I deleted it out
I
my
was
phone.
gonna
I was
say,
He's
like,
oof.
my
this is fucking
future
weird.
husband. Why would you not? Why would you delete
I
my
still have
man?
the number because he texted me back the next day. He wanted to take you to a fight and he wanted to get you two Louis bags and I was
Two.
like, it was weird. The shit was weird, friend. And I was like, first of all, I said I can't vouch for you because I
Who
have
is
no
he?
idea. I don't fucking know. He
What
kept
is he?
being so
What is
fucking
he?
secretive.
What is he
Oh, it
I
name?
was
don't know.
So he's not a
That's the
known.
thing.
He's not a well-known
That's what
person.
he said. Most women won't want to get to know me because I'm not well known and I'm, you know what I'm saying, I don't do this or that. And I said, well, I can't vouch for
Wait, but
you.
you
You could be a
had his
fucking.
number? He text you?
He texted me, but from a random number. So I'm like, how did you get my number?
Oh,
Because his name
it's not
wasn't
someone you
logged in
know.
my phone. No.
Oh, that's crazy.
His name, he was like, oh, you did a booking for my friend. I mean, it just was so fucking too random and I couldn't verify anything. So I was like,
Af-
but if you want to,
African
friend,
prince. African Prince.
I don't need a Louis bag, but my show is not right now. If he could just pay like 2 mortgage payments.
Hey, I will pass the information on. I will do that. I said, maybe let me not decide for her. Let me let her decide.
Yeah, show him you
So,
grown. Show him you
Okay,
grown,
people
Claudia. What about
in the
mortgage payments?
comments, should I entertain this?
should she
Yes or no?
entertain this?
Yes or
Somebody
no?
said that.
I've been celibate for about a year, and even when last time I did it was just like it was not like it was someone I've known for a while, whatever.
Claudia, are we telling? I thought we promised each other we're going to be authentic and truth tellers.
Talent,
You,
I
stop. You're
believe
being like
her.
those people
I
now.
believe her because
He
if she
knows.
did,
He
Claudia
I
knows.
is so straight
know.
up. She would say, "Yes, I shit, whatever." She would fucking tell you. I
Talent, I
believe.
used to talk to
I'm
you about it, right? You know who it
thinking.
was.
I'm thinking about one right now. It's going. You
You know
going.
who it was. We
I'm.
talked about it. Remember, we even had a conversation with this person. Remember, on we tried to do some business with
Yeah.
this person.
Oh yeah, that's who I was thinking. Okay. All right. So
Yes,
that's the last one.
yes.
Wow. Okay. Then. All right.
He's been trying
Okay.
to
That's
see.
what I was thinking about. Okay.
He's been trying to see me lately, but I don't know. We'll see. I
Well,
don't want
Claudia
to.
Frank,
got.
I don't want to ruin my streak now because now I feel like I'm a refurbished version. Like now I feel like I've upped my value. Like
Does
I
it
feel
feel
like
different? Does it feel like when y'all yeah, girl, yeah, we going there. Is it like when you go like that long of a period, does it feel different?
I'll let you know when I get some. But I imagine it's gonna feel like refurbished. Like oh my god.
well, let me speak on that because I didn't have any for
You
10 years.
took a break from the DD dick.
10 years. I took a 10-year break,
10,
Was
10
it
and
years? 10 years?
um,
super tight afterwards?
it
Was
was
it like
amazing. Holy fucking shit! I was like, I tripped the fuck out
was you
that I did
was
not.
you like how could I did I why did I
Yes,
do this for 10 years?
yes, and I was fortunate enough for that first time back to be with somebody that was absolutely amazing. Took their time. It was fucking great, and yeah.
But let's be real though. If he had a condom on, it don't count.
That's true.
What do you
It didn't
what do
happen.
you mean? First
Me
of
and Claudia
all,
got a we got a theory on
it
that.
was
It's like
penetration. It was
CDC rule condom didn't count.
yeah.
oh, it
You
counted.
He
ain't
was
stop being childish,
It
Mimi.
he was
counted. It was
he
penetration. It
was
counted.
there, but he kind of what I mean, there was
Shit,
He had sex with the rubber between y'all.
yeah, it's like you feel me? He was
mm-mm.
there, but he wasn't there. You see
He
what I'm
was
saying?
there. It was not. No, he was
Okay,
there.
so you were with women for 10 years and in a
Yes,
relationship.
Oh,
yes.
throughout. Oh, throughout the 10.
No, it was a 10-year straight span where I had no intercourse with the man.
Did
None.
it feel like,
Mm.
but did you, not to be on your business, but were you penetrated with strap-ons and stuff and all that?
I did not like the strap on. I did not like it. I can count on literally two hands the amount of times that we used the strap in 10 fucking years. Literally, that was not my
Hold on,
shit.
two hands. You was like the first time, I didn't like it. Second time, I didn't like it. Third time, I
No,
didn't like it.
no, but,
Fourth time,
but I mean, out of 10 years, you're gonna,
I'm messing with you,
it wasn't
Mimi.
just me that wanted it. You know what I'm saying? The other
No, I
Damn.
person
really
Did
don't
you?
like it now.
wanted to do it, but that just wasn't my shit. I didn't like it. I didn't like the harness.
Oh yeah.
I didn't like it. I don't like
Ah,
anything. I didn't like the
Cause
feel
y'all
of it.
did you
I
choose
didn't like
this? Did you choose the size, or did the lady choose the size? Was you
the
like, I
person.
want that one,
The
or did she just
person
come out with like, yeah,
had the size, and I mean, it wasn't the size that was the problem. It was
yeah,
the
yeah?
texture. It was just I didn't like it. Mm-mm.
It
that's
was.
why I wanted to hear like it
I feel like
does it feel like some
if I
synthetic thing?
if
You
I'm
feel me?
Yeah,
gonna do that, I might as well go get the real
Yeah,
thing. That's
okay.
my thing.
yeah.
Okay.
For me in that relationship, I enjoyed more so the intimacy. It wasn't about the
The dick.
penetration of it all. Yeah,
Yes.
it wasn't
Look,
it wasn't
I want to put a disclaimer out and really give my heartfelt apology to the studs in this chat that really feel triggered right now because you're gonna have to find something else.
Yeah.
There's got to be something
Somebody
else you
said
can
you
do.
left us.
Yeah, sorry, studs. Y'all gonna
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
look.
Says.
We're black people, so we are creative. Black studs are creative. I know. I believe in you. I know you can find another way. All right. I just
I,
want to throw that
So
out
maybe
there.
they
I,
keep asking, are you back to penis now? They keep asking.
did, did y'all just hear my story?
Hello.
Exactly.
Hello.
She's
Oh, I
back on
know
the
the
bike
slut.
Oh,
with no seat.
I think his stud said, "Man, we still winning." Okay,
Okay.
Lady Lock.
Hey, I told you got it. I mean, I said you got it.
Okay,
Um,
someone else said, "Yeah, we only take the strap for the stud, other women's pleasure." Oh, I need a stud to get on here with us. Is there a stud in the chat that we can bring on? I want to talk to you and ask some
yo,
questions. Like, what do
absolutely.
you like? If you are the stud that uses the strap on someone else, what does that feel like?
Do you go to Pound Town or do you take it easy? Like, what do we like? You,
Okay, Lady Lock stroking. I'm gonna bring you in, Lady Lock.
does it say
Can you?
stroking? Did you say like?
It's,
Oh,
you know what?
okay.
We're gonna let her tell us.
Okay.
Send me
Let's
a request, Lady
all
Lockin.
right.
Send me a request. I want to hear the stud conversation. I want to get
Let's do
educated.
it.
I want to get educated on this.
Me too.
Another one. Fade,
Remember our
fade.
transgender shows we did in Dallas?
Try to educate the Southerners here.
This was in 2018. We was ahead of our time. Come on.
Anthony's Country, who is a huge fan and supporter, he said, "Can you talk about dating advice for autistic men?" We can talk about that later. Or maybe we'll bring Chancey. Has a son that's autistic, and we talk about that often.
Okay.
And okay, we're trying to get Lady
Strap.
Strap. We need you to come on.
Somebody said somebody just put strap.
Okay, she's not coming on, but there's another one,
Yeah.
Fade online. We
Oh.
might have to bring Strap. Can you come on? Kaiser
Hey,
in the
strap.
chat.
Are we really doing this?
My
Black
boyfriend.
Pepper want to hear from you.
I'm gonna bring Fade. I'm gonna bring Fade on. You Fade. You better really be a stud now. I'm bringing you on.
Look,
I'm accepting you.
somebody put Malik. Yo.
You know what? I'm not doing this with you.
Yeah.
I'm not doing this with you.
What is happening right now?
What up? What up? What
Hey,
What's
up,
up,
What's
Lou?
y'all?
how you
happening?
What's up, my
doing?
nigga? What's
Look at my
good?
beautiful people. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm on here. I had to get my, you know what I'm just saying? Y'all on
Yo,
candy camera.
Stan,
Shit.
Y'all, let's talk. Let's talk. Let's
Let's
talk.
let's get into
talk.
it.
Let's talk. First of all, how y'all beautiful people doing tonight? You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
amazing.
Fantastic.
Thanks for coming
Amazing.
on, man.
Thanks for asking.
Fade.
I heard a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of them people that's like super opinionated. I let people get their opinions off. You know what I'm saying? I live in my life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody's experiences are different.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard this from a lot of women. Now you're speaking to a lesbian that has been out since I was 15, going on
Mm-hmm.
16. I'm 35. I'll be 36 in
Okay.
November.
Fade. I was
I
gonna give
bet.
you your props right now. Deb 8305 says she's a cute stud too. You're getting love in
So
the chat.
Oh, thank you.
so tell us like so you've been hearing the same thing that Mimi just said, right?
So yeah, I've heard that, and me being a stud that don't do penetration, so I have been in a relationship where I have let my female of like 7 years, she had used the finger with the mouth, and I was like, oh well, fuck, it's not bad, right? But it's not something that I'm comfortable with, right? So in my sexuality, it was something that I did for her because we have been together for so long. She like, damn, I'm letting you do everything. So what the fuck not? You know what I'm saying? Even
Yeah.
though that was something I was like, oh hell no. Mind you, a little bit of history. I came from being like a touch me not too. You know what I'm saying?
Thank
So
you.
it was like
Thank you.
for me, it was like a hell no, not even seeing me fully naked. It was like a whole process to like build me up. And it took for me to be with this person to like make me feel like, all right, boom, I'm ready to kind of shed that layer and go deeper with her. But no, I never came to like double head and straps or never got far, you know what I'm saying? But it was something that I was able to experience to be like, all right,
Fade.
boom,
Creative
Can you tell people what?
creativity.
Can you tell people what a touch me not is? Because Mimi mentioned that before to me, and I didn't know. She's mentioned that to me before. A touch me not is what?
So a touch me not is basically like a lesbian. You could be a feminine, you could be a femme or a stud or you know what I'm saying, but it's just somebody that does not do penetration. It's not I don't for me it was more of me, I was a pleaser. So I went hard on pleasing. I ain't give a fuck. I went so hard on pleasing that I got off on like just seeing you get, you know what I'm saying, just the sounds, the way that I'm pleasing you, you know what I'm saying? So and that made me a less selfish lover in a sense.
Yeah.
So I would go more harder on pleasing, but getting in relationships and embarking on relationships. So I was with a woman that was like, yo, why the fuck do I want to be with somebody and we've been together for all this long and I can't do much with you? You know what I'm saying? So that's where it kind of from.
Everybody's different.
So now I'm a lesbian now that I'm okay with my girl giving me head. I'm okay with it being even, but the penetration stuff does not exist in my home now. Like I'm single now, but like for me it's different strokes for different folks.
Uh-huh.
Now with them automatically they feel like since I'm a stud, I'm gonna try to dick them down. My nigga, I own plenty of dicks. You know what I'm saying? Different textures, different colors. Fine, I'll go with you. You could shop, pick your favorite color, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But some women are not okay with the whole, like, you can get the best one in the world. Some women are not okay with that. And me as a lesbian, bro, I know how to please you without no toys, not a rose, not a vibrator, I know how to do my thing, you know what I'm saying, with my hands, with my mouth, whatever the fuck you have to use, you know what I'm saying? That's just being able to know your person and then know what their body expects.
That
And then
part.
still men, like for men, I've talked to a lot of men and they feel like, oh, because I got the main vein, which is, you know, that's what y'all call it, whatever. I got the main vein, I'm just gonna please the world with my big monster. It's like, nigga, you crazy as fuck. I know a lot of men that never ate their girl out and they be getting cheated on like a motherfucker because
Let me
like,
ask you a serious question. A serious question. How do you think Mimi look when she eating that watermelon? Like, can you rate it?
Talus,
Rate
oh, don't
rate
even
it from
start.
like
I
a
was trying to
one
be
to a
politically
10.
correct, man. That's a crush. I ain't even trying. I wasn't trying to pull myself out. You know what I'm saying? She
She
already said she
she
fully
eat the
outside. I'm
watermelon in a
oh,
very
wait. You have a crush on Mimi? Is that what you
yeah.
said?
She's gorgeous, man.
Thank you.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't have a crush
Oh
on
my
either one
God,
of y'all?
thank
Like
you.
y'all, beautiful women. Like,
Oh, thank you. And she can
Oh,
cook too. Mimi can cook.
yeah, Mimi is an awesome catch. Mimi is like a sensible, approachable person, and I have never met her in person, but just like some people, like God gives us a spirit. People who are their energy, they wave. Like you
yeah.
can just see what some people is on. You can kind of like literally be like, all right, this person a genuine motherfucker. And in this world, like it's a war going on. You gotta be authentic to self. You're not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Fuck
You
being real. Be
talking.
authentic. Be
You
genuine.
talking.
Confidence. I like
Talking right now.
Faye.
Keep
Faye is
going.
cool
You
shit, man.
talking out
Thank
here. Let me find out.
God.
Hey, me.
Look,
No.
Faye might try to get the whole
You know what I'm
panel.
saying? Mimi
Hey,
might be on another 10-year stint.
Another 10 years
Okay.
did.
Hey, shit.
Faye, thank you so much. I'm gonna bring another lesbian on that
Thank
said
y'all,
that she.
man. Y'all
Thank
stay
you
All
for
right.
blessed.
being open with
Stay
us.
up. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Oh, peace.
That was dope. Okay, the other one, that said she's like, I'm next. Lady Lock struck in. Let me. Oh, you have to hang up, Fade. I think you have to hit this. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
She
Let
did.
me.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't want to. So send me the request, Lady Luck.
Yeah.
So when does Instagram cut you off? Because we've been on for about an hour now. So when does it cut you off?
I think.
Right at
Is
an
it
hour,
hour
I
and
would believe.
change?
Yeah.
Yeah. When did you start?
It was like.
Why don't we start over? Let's start over now.
Okay, everybody come back on. We're gonna sign off and get back on. So I don't want to get cut off in the middle of this
Middle
great
of
conversation
it.
because I feel like
Okay.
Lady Luck is gonna come with it. She's used the strap on. She's gonna tell us what she gets out of it, pleasing her
Get the
lover.
strap.
We might. I don't know if we're gonna influence Mimi to get back in the Lady Pond. I don't know. Talus, I feel like Talus is low key lesbian right now.
I'm
I don't
low
know what's
key
happening.
lesbian. I know.
I've been
Yo, this is
asexual.
I'm
Is
we're
someone on
learning.
the
I
panel
didn't
gonna
know.
get turned?
I didn't know what a touch me not was, y'all. I didn't know
Yeah.
that. I
Yeah.
learned some shit.
There's definitely a such thing as a touch me not.
That's what's
Lady
up.
Lot, we're gonna sign off. We're gonna sign right back in. I need all of you to come right back on. We're gonna finish the conversation. We're gonna bring Lady Lock in right in. She's a stud that uses strap on. We're gonna get into all the things. And we need your questions. We'll be right back.
All
Okay.
right, y'all.